Can I die now? Grossi Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to the Minnesota Podcast, the podcast where you're not to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I am your host, Tom. I can't believe we just got humiliated on Sunday Night Football, Grossi. And tonight we're going to be talking about how the 49ers absolutely donkey punched the Green Bay Packers 37-8. On prime time. Yep. That was a game in which I was so excited for. I was so excited for it that I even streamed the Patriots-Cowboys game, which was a dumpster fire, but nay. That was not the worst dumpster fire I saw that evening, as the Packers offense, they surpassed all my wildest expectations of what a dumpster fire could truly be. Taking a look at some stats, the Packers were 0-14 on third down, a stat that just makes you want to slap yourself in the face and plug a fork into the nearest outlet, as their offense could get absolutely nothing going whatsoever. And that started on the first drive, as there was a fumble on third down, and the 49ers recovered it and ran it down to around the 2-yard line and rushed it right in, and that's when you knew this was going to be that kind of game. Rodgers taking 5 sacks on the night, going 20 for 35, completing 20 completions, but only for 104 yards and 1 touchdown, which is, a low that hasn't been surpassed in quite some time. Brian Bulaga got hurt, obviously. Rodgers had no time to throw at all. Just absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. 81 passing yards total, 1.9 yards per attempt. It was a season low, by the way, of 8 points. This offense was on full display about how awful they were. Coming out of a bye, too, they had 2 weeks to plan for the 49ers, and they just had no answer for Bosa or that defense. Williams going 11 for 45, a lot of that in garbage time. Jones 13 for 38. Adams 7 for 43 with 1 touchdown. The other receivers had pretty much nothing to talk about. And the Packers defense only was able to get 3 sacks, while Rodgers was getting pretty much killed on every other play at that time. The defense coming in with ranked 28th in yards allowed for defense. Yeah, that was showing, as Kittle got open just about every single other play, had 6 for 129 yards and 1 touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 2 for 50 yards for 1 touchdown. Jimmy G, 14 for 20, 253 yards and 2 touchdowns. We only got 3 sacks on them. We had 0 return game whatsoever. And, we relied on our defense, which held up for a bit. They held up for about an entire half. And then after that, it just completely was bad. Our offense could not get a single thing going whatsoever. And we saw this exactly in the Chargers game, and as I spoke to you after the Chargers game, I said, well, maybe this is the wake-up game, maybe this is the time where we rally back, but we had tonight's game, in which we put a performance on the field which looked like we were completely hungover, in which there was rumors coming out about the Chargers game, how we were not prepared, we flew out on a Friday, we got drunk the night before. Well, it looks like we were playing drunk this evening, as nobody could get anything going. Rodgers struggled, had no time, but struggled, was not willing to take any risks down the field. We couldn't get the running game going whatsoever, and it was just a dumpster fire on all aspects of the game, to be completely honest. And so now we're sitting at 8-3. The 49ers sitting at 10-1 atop the NFC, looking like they're going to clinch a first-round bye, but they have the Ravens and the Saints next. And listen, as a guy who has doubted the 49ers all season, I am happy to admit that the 49ers kicked our ass tonight, and they showed that they're a damn good team. After struggling against divisional rivals, against the Cardinals twice, and then obviously losing to the Seahawks, They came to play tonight. They came with a game plan, and they flat out embarrassed us in California tonight. So 2 Californian games not really going our way. And right now we're tied with the Vikings. The Vikings obviously having a bye week this week, and we're both sitting 8-3. We obviously have the win over them, which is important. But this might come down to Week 16 at Minnesota. And, yeah, that's going to be rough. We have the Giants and Redskins next, which are 2 very, very winnable games, while the Vikings have the Seahawks, which, you know, hopefully they lose at this point. But I think this game solidified that we are not going to get a first-round bye unless something catastrophic happens to the Seahawks or the Saints. We're not going to get a first-round bye at all. And, yeah, this is just a big yikes. At this point, like, the offense came out so flat, I don't even know what to say about it. It's just, we looked out of sort from the beginning and never got better. And it looks like we were just flat out rattled. Matt LaFleur, looks like he got outplayed. We just didn't have a game plan. We didn't have a game plan at all. Like I said, the defense did the very best that they could, but we really struggled. And then the defense struggled when it came to containing guys like Kittle, but we've been struggling with containing tight ends all year. And so, yeah, here we are. Again, 8-3. A perfectly fine record. The Vikings are the main target at this point. And so that Week 16 game has a lot riding on it. But yeah, at this point, it's just kind of like, let's shake it off and hope for the best at this point. I mean, people were asking in the stream about us being a playoff contender, and yeah, I think we still have the tools to make it in the playoffs, but we need to put a much better performance on the field than we did tonight. The 49ers had our number tonight, and it showed. It definitely showed. We have 2 very winnable games in the next 2 weeks, and then we got 3 divisional rivals in a row. So, yeah, Packers got to kind of get this boot out of their ass that the 49ers placed there, and hopefully make a big impression on the next few games to make the playoffs. But, yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Just an ugly game for Packers fans. And a lot of Vikings fans must be happy today. But, yeah, we got a lot of things to address. And this is kind of proven with Geronimo Allison struggling and MVS struggling. We might need a wide receiver. Because it looked like Aaron Rodgers just trusted the running backs with Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones and Devontae Adams. That looks like all he trusted. There was no deep shots down the field. And it was just a pitiful offensive performance. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. You can always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com or at TomGrossiComedy on all social media. See you down below. Check out Podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and of course YouTube. And check out Patreon.com/TomGrossiComedy for some cool rewards if you'd like to support me. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, even in defeat, go Pack Go.